friends are great, don't get it twisted. I made this video for you, to help you tell your friends what's on your mind. For legal reasons, this video is a joke. Hi, my name is Vashi, and if you like money and being happy, stick around. It would be an honour to have someone as fine as yourself join me here. Does anyone else feel like we're all just getting a little bit too sensitive these days? I mean, I totally understand the importance of understanding mental health, but I feel like we're all too quickly and all too happy to put ourselves in a box or give ourselves a label, like I suffer from XYZ. Things are either this or that, there's nothing in between, and there's really no room for nuance. So anyway, for anyone wondering why I'm not telling my friends the things that I'm going to share with you in this video, this is why. Also, I just realised over time that everyone is on their own journey and they'll figure things out eventually. I don't really want to add too much preamble here because, like I said, this is about your friends and not mine. So I have 5 things written down and I'm not too sure if I should share the last one, but let's see how brave I'm feeling. Okay, so first, don't let others' perception of things shape your reality. If you like wearing oversized things and want to get a tattoo, but the person you're dating tells you that's not what women should do, throw them in the bin. That's not really what I wanted to get at here with this one, but I just wanted to get that off my chest. Another way of saying what I want to get at here is form your own opinion about things, not just go with what other people are thinking or what you see on social media, which tends to be an echo chamber of people just saying the same things. Form your own opinion about things. If something works for you and goes against the norm, let it. I have a very specific example of this. So most people in our generation glamorize the idea of being an entrepreneur because they don't want to work for anyone else or answer to the man, all that stuff, right? But is this actually what you want? Is it actually that bad? A stable income, you can become financially secure, you get your weekends off, paid holiday, but you're complaining because you don't want to work for anyone else. The truth is, 9 to 5 or not, you'll always be working for someone. Whether that's shareholders, clients, investors, there will always be someone. Being an entrepreneur is hard work and it isn't for everyone. Do you have the work ethic to do this in the first place? If you do, great. But the fact that you're complaining and you haven't really done anything to change your situation in the past few years tells me that you don't. Hear me out. There is absolutely nothing wrong in finding a 9 to 5 that you enjoy. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. A lot of these people who have managing director or founder in their bio who are urging you to leave your job don't really have any assets to their name anyway. My friend, you are good. Spend more time alone. If you watch my videos, you know how much I advocate for this, but if you're new, hello and welcome. Being alone will bring different benefits to different people. I often see many of my friends be afraid of being alone or not knowing what to do or have their partner become a large part of their identity. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's an absolutely beautiful thing to be loved by someone or be surrounded by people you love, and for good mental health and just our existence, it's important that we have these connections. But if it means that you're just being swept away with the motions and you feel like you don't have any control, sometimes it's hard to actually process what you're going through, and it may be a case that you're not dealing with some emotions that you need to. And trust me, this can creep up on you like a car crash. Spending time alone is one of the best things you can do for yourself, especially if you're dating, because you're less likely to get into a relationship just because you're lonely. And if you're in a relationship, especially a long-term one, sometimes it can feel like you've lost your own identity. So spending some time alone can give you that time to try out new hobbies, gain a new skill. It's never too late. Numerous studies show in some situations, spending more time alone can help you become more productive, more creative, and even a more empathetic person. I'm not asking you to remove yourself from society, more just give yourself a little bit more love and slow the F down. Start investing. Again, I've got a series on this, so do check it out if you haven't seen it already. It's not the be all and end all. It's not meant to make you an expert in investing, more just spark your interest, and I guarantee it will make you more curious and get you started along that journey. For me, learning how to invest has been the single most important thing I've done for myself in the last decade. Honestly, it shocks me how many people don't do it, and why we aren't really taught it in any other aspect of our life. And the thing is, it's not even about large amounts of money, it's more about the principles behind investing that have changed my life. And these principles are things that you can apply to so many different areas in your life. Take the concept of compounding, for example. A series of small gains over a long period of time can amount to something massive. You can apply this to a new skill, your career, a relationship, or any goal that you're trying to reach for that matter. I've been banging on about investing to all of my friends because I just want to see them win. And some have taken the time to understand it and are already reaping the rewards, and some, well, have done nothing. And I know for some it's due to the fear of the unknown, and it can be quite scary if you haven't approached it before. But for a lot, I know it's just sheer laziness and procrastination. And it makes me so sad because I just know how beneficial it can be to them. I'm fully aware that I can come on too strong. And the reason is because I can actually see how beneficial it can be for someone. And when people don't do it, it really gives me angina. Be more patient with your parents. Okay, this is a tricky one. A lot of my friends, like me, are first generation, have immigrant parents, you know the drill, blah, blah, blah. So I'm coming at this from a very specific lens here. Regardless of where your parents are from, in general, they can be quite difficult to deal with. And this is for a number of reasons. They grew up in a very different time, with a very different culture and a different set of values. And quite often they have just been in survival mode. Also, I'm totally aware that some parents can actually be abusive and toxic, and this is by no way what I'm referring to here. But for the vast majority of people, it's the generational differences that cause the most grief. We live in an entirely different world to them when they were growing up, and they may never fully understand what it's like to grow up in a digital age. And the various pressures, emotionally, mentally, physically, that come with constantly being online. Also, nowadays, our definition of success has changed significantly when it comes to life. For them, it was a stable income, a roof over their head, and being socially connected. And for us, success is doing something that we love, and if we can, making money from it, being seen to be doing better than our peers, a perfect partner, an Instagrammable house, being able to find our purpose, the perfect body, great mental health, blah, 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 properly hydrated. You get the gist. One of the main reasons we are even able to think about these things is due to the sacrifice and the grind that they've put in to be able to give us these things in the first place. And when you look at what's happening in the world right now, this is a really privileged position to be in. And I'm trying to choose my words really carefully here because in no way am I trying to guilt trip anyone or saying that we have a responsibility to look after our parents, blah, blah, blah. We don't. I'm just saying that we can be a bit more patient with them. Take it from me, I've had a really rocky and troubled relationship with mine growing up, which I am currently working on, and I have improved significantly over the past few years, and this has only been done through a bit of compassion and a lot of patience. It's not easy, but it's definitely doable, and I've been thinking a lot about where the onus should lie in terms of who should be that extra bit more patient, and it's probably with us. So try it out and you might be surprised. I mean, they're getting old, just be kind. And finally, I'm just gonna say it. Yeah, okay, I feel really nervous about saying this because I feel like it's something that can be easily misconstrued. But I'm going to be honest with you, and I honestly don't think you're prioritizing your goals. Nothing you're doing is showing me that you really want that career or that lifestyle that you've been fantasizing about. Manifestation is great, but it only works when it's backed with action. I think the issue lies in the fact that we tend to see these seemingly instant and very young successful people, and we don't actually see all the effort that went into getting them there. What we don't see is the multiple hours of blood, sweat, and tears, and multiple failures that have taken place in order for that person to get there. And also, and this is something I feel very passionately about, is that I feel like we live in a time where working hard is being vilified in an attempt to look after your mental health. Look after your mental health, absolutely, but be honest with yourself. Are you looking after yourself, or are you just procrastinating? Be very real with yourself. All the people that you idolize who are telling you to slow down and not work too hard, I guarantee have put hours and hours of work to be able to be in a position to broadcast that message to you in the first place. Don't be fooled. I have firsthand seen people who have written books about productivity, managing your time effectively, and looking after your health actually do the complete opposite. By all means, take away the tips and tricks and the things that they share in these books that work for you, but the only way you can achieve your goals is to work hard. Look after yourself and set clear boundaries, but if your aspirations and dreams are up here, you need to put in that work, baby. Low-key, high-key, this video was just as much for me as it was for your friends, and it just feels so good to get it out.